What up? It's your boy Zumbi Zoom, man. Doing this interview for the homie Jesse Foley, man. First question. I heard when you first started rapping that you thought your vocal tone and style wouldn't be accepted. How come? I didn't really think my style wouldn't be accepted. I was just more self-conscious of my voice. Because I had a high voice, like a little kid or something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought I was hella younger than I was. So I was kind of embarrassed of my voice when I was a youngster. So, I used to not talk around people or whatnot because I didn't want them to hear my vocals. It's nasal or whatever. So when I heard Q-Tip, that was the first MC I thought really had a vocal tone like mine. And when I heard him, I was like, oh man, I can make rap music too. So after I heard him, I was pretty confident that I could MC, you know what I'm saying, and not worry about the reaction to my vocal tone. Next question. Whatever happened to the group you were in with Metaphor? Metaphor was a group we were in. We went to school in Atlanta. It was myself, Amp, Rick Ray, and Soup. So there's 3 MCs and 1 producer. We got signed to Tommy Boy Records. Around the time, it was like 93, man, we got signed. Like Far Side, Souls of Mischief, Wu-Tang. Not a lot of people were coming out around that time period, man. Yeah, we got signed. We spent a lot of money tricking off dollars in the studio, not really knowing that we were spending dough, smoking weed in the studio and whatnot. And the music was sounding cool at first, but then we took it up to the label and they weren't really feeling it. They sent us back to the studio to spend more money. And then, like, it got to a point where we were spending a lot of money just recording the record. And by the time we finished and had something decent, then they didn't want to spend any more money on us. I guess they felt like they had already done enough. So we basically voluntarily dropped off the label, man, and kept it moving. But it was a good experience in terms of learning a lot about the industry and a lot about making music, man. We learned a lot from that experience, so that was cool. What are the differences between being signed to a label and having your own label? Basically, being signed to a label, you have a staff of people and dollar bills to basically help assist you in your project or whatever you're doing. You're independent. It's like you got to think about your own marketing budget, your own promotion, your own plan. You have to do everything by yourself, basically. So, to me, I think it's more empowering to be independent because it teaches you skills that nobody can take away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like some cats who are on major labels, it's harder for them to go indie after maybe, you know what I'm saying, they don't get signed or the contract's not right or whatever because they never really built up the skill set. Whereas if you're an indie artist and you go major, you can kind of even fill in the gaps with your game that you got from doing it yourself. That's my take on it. Was there ever a time when Ground Control Records shot down an idea of yours? For those who don't know, Ground Control was our first label. They put out Mind Over Matter. Nah, they never really shot down any ideas, man. Not really. Next question. Hyphy music. I would say it's not exactly your style, but at the same time, it catapulted you to success because of the Bay, the song The Bay. What are your thoughts on the whole hyphy movement? It is what it is. Hyphy came, it went. I thought it was a good opportunity for the Bay, man. I thought it showcased a lot of dope MCs from the Bay, like Mr. Fab, The Team, Keek the Sneak, Turf Talk, even. A lot of cats was fresh to me, man, but I don't think, we capitalized on the momentum we had in that moment, and the moment passed by. That's basically what happened. I mean, right now I think the whole jerk movement with the cats like the New Boys, the music they're doing, you're a jerk. That to me sounds just like hyphy, but they from LA, so I guess it's not hyphy music, and I guess it's cool. But it's really the same stylistically. It's almost exactly the same thing as cats like what the Pack was doing, or just the beat style and rapping style. It's like very Bay-ish. So whatever with that. Amp Live's beats have been described as futuristic, your lyrics as socially conscious. How would you describe Amp's beats and your lyrics? definitely Amp's beats are futuristic in a way, and they're also they can be primitive too because he can do different styles. He can do old school. He can do stuff that you haven't heard before. He can do R&B. He can do hip hop. He can do traditional rap. He can do bounce. It don't really matter. He got a lot of different tools in his shed that he can use. So I feel like his power is diversity and the ability to bounce between styles. My style, I feel like it's conscious street poetics, man. I try to talk about stuff that people can relate to and get something from, but I definitely try to stay away from the normal fare of hip hop music. You know what I mean? I'm not the dope gun cat. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna really get too much of that from me. I'm more on the reflective side of things, some spirituality in it, and I just try to really just write raps, more like like an author, like I'm creating literature instead of just trying to do something that is cool for this moment. I would like my music to stand the test of time, man, and be around 50, 100 years later. You know what I'm saying? People can still listen to it and get something from it.